Oil prices have been drifting around the three-year highs for the second week in a row. Moreover, there are no signs of a further movement in that certain direction. Apparently, market participants have taken a wait-and-see approach, hoping to receive some comments from the largest oil exporters who stubbornly remain silent. Uncertainty and expectations have not yet triggered any impulses. Therefore, oil quotes will most likely continue trading at the current level until at least the middle of next week and the Fed meeting. According to the trading chart, Brent crude oil continues to fluctuate and is still unable to overcome the highest level of 2018. The benchmark hit a level of $86.60 per barrel, just 3 cents below the high. Then the price pulled back down to $84.75 again. Nevertheless, speculative interest in the market is still high, which means that Brent crude will most likely make another attempt to reach the peak of 2018. If the price breaks through the level of $86.60, it may extend gains, approaching the level of $90 per barrel. Today, the ruble looks much more decisive, stable, and attractive. The Russian currency has finally managed to break through the psychological level of 70 rubles per dollar. The US dollar is still losing ground while the ruble is extending gains. As already noted, the reason for such strong upward dynamics of the Russian currency is the news that the Bank of Russia decided to raise the key interest rate to 7.5% from 6.75%. Despite the crucial oversold status, the euro-dollar currency pair overcame the psychological level of 70 and moved down. As for specific forecasts, the most likely scenario suggests further strengthening of the Russian currency against the US dollar. The next important support levels will be 68 and 68.50 rubles per dollar. While the pair's decline to these marks may well be followed by a price reversal. Speaking of gold, the situation is rather uncertain. Investors seem to have taken a wait-and-see approach to the main safe haven asset and more other trading instruments. In anticipation of the Fed's decision to wind down its quantitative easing program, the precious metal rose slightly above the $1,800 mark, but somehow hesitantly. Considerably the current market situation, insignificant fluctuations are highly likely. Gold may gain strong upside momentum if the price consolidates above $1,815. This will pave the way for a new target of $1,830 per troy ounce. As you can see, trading activity in the markets is rather subdued as market participants are awaiting the decisions of the Fed, oil exporters and central banks. In the meantime, the assets dynamics are sluggish and only the ruble is trying to make the most of the current situation. Subscribe to our channel and follow changes in market sentiment with us. Any comments, questions and offers are welcome. We wish you profitable trading and see you soon.